Now, guys, that is a clip that we have begun the video with. It's a clip of the PA to the President Farouk Kibet, pushing aside the Cabinet Secretary of Treasury, John Baddy. Now, John Baddy was pushed from stepping on what? On the red carpet today. Yesterday, during a TV interview with KTN, the former Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua, revealed some key info in regards to how Farouk Kibet runs things in the Statehouse and around President William Ruto. This is a man that mistreats and mishandles people that try to get close to the president. Now, being the Cabinet Secretary of Treasury, this is a man that decides on how taxation is done in the country, a man that holds a very key position in William Ruto's cabinet and government at large. CS Baddy has been fighting and supporting the government of President William Ruto since the moment he stepped into office as the Cabinet Secretary of Treasury. But tell me, what type of humiliation is this? Now, it is not Baddy alone. First, I will go back to December last year. The Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Professor Abraham Kedore Kindiki, when he went missing in public during the abductions that were happening all over the country, a certain exposure was done. And the exposure revealed that Professor Kedore Kindiki and Farouk Kibet fell out in State House, where Farouk even slapped Kedore Kindiki. A lot of people opposed that, led by Dennis Itumbi and others. Now that was put under the carpet. The other day, during the tour of the president in the Mount Kenya region, more so while the president was in Embu, Farouk Kibet was seen pulling aside and pushing away the governor of Embu, Cecil Barire. Now these became the talk of the town. Now these are incidences that are piling up. We all saw at a certain time when Kedore Kindiki and President William Ruto were in Uasin Gishu, Farouk Kibet pulling Kedore Kindiki from behind and pushing him in front to be next to President William Ruto. Now these are traits that, if there is somebody that should be pushing people from being near the president, it's not his PA. According to protocol, the people that are supposed to decide who stays on the red carpet are the presidential guard, the escort of President William Ruto. They should decide who is to step on the red carpet, who is to accompany President William Ruto on the red carpet. But that is not the case. Farouk Kibet has the authority that surpasses even the security that guards the president. Let me tell you one thing about the presidency. William Ruto is the president of the Republic of Kenya. And according to the Kenyan constitution and the Kenyan law, the president is accorded the topmost escort and the topmost security personnel to guard and safeguard his personal space. But, according to the constitution, these people are allowed to tell the president what to do and not what to do. If it's something that jeopardizes the security of the president, they will even be forced to carry him and violate anything that the president, even disobey him, carry him into the car. Yeah, control anybody that gets to the president. But that is the mandate now that has been, Farouk Kibet has designated himself to that role. What does this tell you? The reason why we are seeing that Raila Amolo Odinga is currently disagreeing with William Ruto's policies in public, yet they had an MOU that they sided agreed on that they will support each other, is because of one Farouk Kibet. Now tell me, how should we take the point where a PA to the president mishandles the cabinet secretary of treasury, one of the most key cabinet secretaries in the Republic of Kenya. I mean, this is the discrimination of the highest level. What is Raila Odinga saying, seeing his men being mishandled and being thrown around like dogs? Even the security of Mbadi was told by Farouk. He stood there. No, 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 no. You are not. You are not stepping on the red carpet. Tembelea huko kwa matope. That is where you belong. And that is one thing that tells you why they fell out with Rigathi Gachagua. I can literally tell you that President William Ruto was not the key center problem. Farouk Kibet was. Because imagine Farouk Kibet trying to control Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua is a no-nonsense individual. Is a man that doesn't take bullshit. Are we together? So when Farouk Kibet tried to control Rigathi Gachagua as he is controlling Kithure Kindiki currently, mishandling governors, mishandling cabinet secretaries, Gachagua told him, no, you cannot do that around me. Bro, mimi nitakupiga edi. That was Gachagua, by the way. And that is why Gachagua telling us that Farouk Kibet is the co-president, we all must come into agreement with this. And another thing that you don't know about this man, when we compare him, let me ask you, do you know who was the PA to President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta? Many of you don't know him, even though I haven't seen him. It was Jomo Geshaga. He was the nephew to President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. But that man stayed under wraps. He stayed under the carpet to conduct and make sure that the business of the president is scheduled, is attended to and everything, but he never involved himself with, I don't know, preparing, putting somebody here and there, I mean, deciding who gets close to the president, deciding on who steps on the red carpet. That is typical nonsense. Now, I want to read what Kenyans are saying in regards to this and in regards to the current video of Farooq Kibet that is currently going viral on social media after him mishandling the cabinet secretary of treasury John Baddy. Nataka tusikizane na tusikizane kwa makini. Kwa hili ndipo wasomwelewe kile ambacho Wakenya as of right now what they think of one Farouk Kibet and how he has been controlling the people around President William Ruto. Nataka nikusomee maoni ya Wakenya. I'm trying to trace the video where Farouk Kibet mishandled one John Baddy. Here it is. What are Kenyans saying? Na nikitazama kwa mtandao wa X, I see Logic Bomb akisema looking at the way they are moving like goons straight out of a busa joint, you can imagine how the Kenya Kwanza government is disorderly. Slay Mzalendo anasema Luos used to have some common decency and pride. Surely what happened to some of these my brothers, a senior government officer getting handled like this? Mwingine hapa anasema we come from having powerful ministers like Mishuki, Matiang'i and Magoha to these weaklings who have no saying. This ODM UDA union won't last kama washaanza kukuwa manhandled. And I tell you, I also agree with that. I mean, this union isn't going to last for a very long time. Kariuki Gigi anasema Rigiji said Farouk is the co-president. You laughed. See how he removes ODM expert John Baddy from stepping on fresh red carpet for ICE. Namwona Nyadida akisema this man must be very powerful. I wonder what lessons he needed to teach the son of Soba. Let me tell you one thing. Around the circles of power and more so in Statehouse, even before you get a tender from the government, this man is the one that, I mean, decides on who gets tenders. It's not the president. The president, maybe when somebody so close to him calls him and tells him, you know, this and this tender is supposed to be given to this somebody, that is when the president calls Farouk and tells him, your tender is isimamishwe ipatiwe nani. But Farouk decides who is to hit from the high table. Bwana, everybody, if there is a man you should learn from is Farouk Kibet. Huyu jamaa is not a somebody that went to school and acquired degrees, masters, and all the PhDs. Justice association in building up the career of President William Ruto from when he was a member of parliament to becoming the president of the Republic of Kenya gives him the power that he holds right now. But what are people like Akina John Baddy saying? What are people like Akina Joho saying? The pride they have, Opiyo Wandayi, Oparanya. What are these expert of Raila Amolo Odinga doing? Or what are they saying in regards to the mishandling? That utaona them defending that Farooq was not on the wrong. That is typical nonsense. I mean, our Luo brothers and sisters, we have lost it. I want to hear your comments in regards to this. Nimeona Wakenya wengi wakireact kwa hili. Nataka kusikia maoni yako. Achia maoni kwenye comment section. See you in our next video. This is the Kenyan Daily Report. Subscribe.